Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we're working on building up our level of fame here, but we're not in a good position, even if we had it, to attack the Kingdom of Jerusalem right now. For one thing, they destroyed the kingdom title. For another thing, this guy's pretty strong. I was looking in the declare war here. If we were to do this, he would have quite a lot, like 26k. That's pretty painful. So we're going to wait until such a time as hopefully there's another crusade to establish another kingdom. That would be an ideal timing to do that. Or maybe like something happens with the Byzantines. We'll see. For now, we don't have the prestige to do it anyway. So we can start doing some of these. Let's head right on over here. Scout for talent, search for secrets. Excellent. Let's go. So that seems excellent. We can start planning a breakout immediately. We could have 31, 40. That's pretty solid. So that's wonderful. 21 is fine here. 31, 17, and 20. These are different people. So this would be, this guy would go here, and then this guy would go here, but he would not actually join here. Yeah, he's not interested. So instead, we'll have this person. And then for our shill here, this is going to end up being our bodyguard. So this is fine. 63% chance. It's good enough. We have very short phase durations. This guy refused. Right. So we would have it be this guy. Okay. So that's fine. Again, very short phase durations. So we should be able to work our way up here very, very quickly. So that looks good. We can also gather provisions, and let's see what ends up happening here. The best chance is this. Okay, 536 provisions. That'll do. So that sounds good. And this guy wants to pay a ransom. Sure, that seems fine. So we're working this scheme up. It's very fast phases. We'll be through this very quickly. We're going to gain free provisions. Thank you very much. Almost empty-handed, but that's fine. So we'll keep an eye on the situation here. This guy is pushing somebody's claim on the Sultanate of Egypt. Okay. We're all the way up to 10 advantages at this time. That's kind of huge. Somebody is trying to kill our follower. That's not great. We must stop the villain behind this, I'm sure. How many champions do we have right now? 7 out of 18. We need a lot more champions. Okay. That's absolutely noted. Well, let's get these intrigue missions done up over here. We're up to 15 advantages already. This is such fast phase duration. I love it. So now we're up to 17, 18, 19, but our overall advantage is not very high. We're only getting 2.4 per phase. So we may want to continue to wait here. We do have a new diplomacy perk. So let's see here. Knight effectiveness per diplomacy skill is pretty good. We'll take Camp Guard for now. That'll be fine. Knight effectiveness is always useful. So that seems good. At this point, we'd have a 57% chance. We can get up to an 83% chance. So we're just going to wait out the phases here for a while. We're not in any huge rush at this moment. We're kind of waiting for something to change on the map anyway. So this seems fine. We'll just work this right on up. And, oh, okay. The game crashed. Amazing. So that's been happening, I guess. Well, I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so it looks like the latest autosave was not that far back. We're at 16 schemes right now, or rather 16 advantages, and that's okay. So I don't know if it's the current patch that has some crashing issues, or if it is, sure, we can gain an advantage, not like we need it. Or if it's the fact that we imported this save from an old version, right? That could be it, to be clear. So I'm not saying necessarily that the current version of the game is very crashy. It's possible. but it's also possible that this is actually happening because our save game was imported. So we took Camp Guard previously. That's fine. We've already done the gather provisions, so that sounds good. Okay, so sure, we can gain some opinion. That's fine. Let's boost this up to speed 5 for now and cruise right on through this as we get these scheme phases done. Okay. This is all fine for the moment. So we want to bring this up to the current maximum, which is 63. So that's 59, 61, and 63. Okay, so we can now execute this. We're as good as we're going to get. So we'll cover every angle, and we failed it. That's unfortunate. Okay, we had an 83% chance, but oh well. We'll spend some prestige here. That's fine. Now, we'll go run this Eyes in the Shadows contract. Hopefully this one will go a little bit better for us. Okay, we'll start planning a breakout immediately, and let's see. So this guy is refusing to join us. Sure. So we can put our mother in here as our theologian. Okay, and then our husband goes in here as before. 17 and 20. Sure. So this guy wouldn't accept this. Hang on. We could convince this guy to join. He would not do it at this time. It says can be convinced, but I guess we would have to combine these together. Gross. I'm not going to do that. No, we're going to go for this instead. It's only -1. This is fine. So we can put in this guy instead, or for the Justicar, we can put in this guy. Yeah, that looks good. And then this guy. Bringing us up to basically where we were before. So that seems absolutely wonderful. So to that end, I'm wondering, do we need to do anything here? We don't have anyone to be a camp priest, so that's absolutely noted. Oh, we can automate these now. That's interesting. That might be a good thing to do. When vacated, suggest best candidates in event. Honestly, that seems like a good way to do that. I don't really want to auto-assign the candidates, necessarily. But I do think suggest best candidates in event is a good thing. So that way we always know that it's there, right? Okay, so we'll just switch all of these over. That was on auto-assign. Hang on. There we go. Okay. It's kind of strange that we have to do each one of these individually, but I mean, at the same time, I kind of like the granularity. I wish there was a category that you could do all of them, and then you had the granular options as well. But, okay. So we'll just put that over to suggest best candidate. Perfect. So we're at 20 advantages at this point, and we just need to work up our actual scheme success chance a little bit. We're 30%, and this can go up quite a bit higher. So we're going to continue to work on that. So that seems good. There aren't very many contracts around here, and that's absolutely noted. But for the time being, this will do. So we just need to do some more of these. These guys are gaining opinion of us, and that's absolutely fine. So what is this war? This is not that Egypt war. I think that Egypt war is no longer happening because of the game crash, which is not necessarily a terrible thing. It's not necessarily a good thing either. It's just kind of neutral. What we would really want is a crusade to start up. There's a new Stand With Us contract available, and that's right up over here. I kind of want to do this. I'm going to execute this scheme now. We failed again. Okay, well, that's bad luck. Oh, well. So we're going to come up and run this Stand With Us contract, and we'll aid this guy. So we can't raise our rally point due to the occupation or enemy armies. We can't raise while this territory is occupied? I guess we have to move our camp then. That's kind of wild. Now we can raise our armies. Okay, and now we can head up over this direction, which we are very interested in doing. So we can see that they are fighting right now without us, and that battle's not going very well. That's for sure. In fact, it went very poorly. We're going to be arriving up here, and the game thought that we were going to lose this, but, oh, this is the event here. So, yeah, you'll do. And excellent and good, you'll do as well. Perfect. So we're just heading right up over here, and we're looking to catch what we can. Okay, this war is just over. He must have gotten captured here, and then he just gave up. Sure. So that's reasonably fine. We do have some more contracts here. So this is a rescue a fair subject contract up here. This is a collect taxes contract over here. We'll accept this one for now. And that's just right up over here. So that's really not bad. 82%? Done. We lost the duel. That's unfortunate. That was an 82% roll. We're rolling so badly. Okay, let's start with this guy. 71%. Let's see what we've got. We have one piece of evidence out of a possible 4. So onwards. 36% or... This would be gallows bait. And we don't have a quartermaster. So our best chance here is a 36%. Actually, we got it. That's remarkable. And let's see what we've got for this guy. 25%, 57. And we got it again. Okay, we're rolling well now. So let's see what we've got here. 39%, 43%. And we got it. We rolled really, really well on that. Okay. So we would find in favor of Sheikh Ismat. I mean, we found 4 out of 4, right? 180 prestige. We don't really need the gold as much as we need the prestige. Okay. We're going to do this, I think. We need the prestige. So that's a fair conclusion. We'll see if he takes it well or not. He did. Fantastic. So, okay. Who do we want to be... This is educating? Presumably. So, what do we want our daughter to have here? Honestly, I kind of... Diplomacy and martial is pretty good. Stewardship and martial might be good too. I'm going to go with diplomacy and martial here. That looks good. I will not desecrate the dead. Odds were not great on that. So that seems fine. We can head up over here and raise this building. So that's going to be heading up this direction. There's drylands here. We definitely want to scout for talent. And we want to purchase an Arid Explorers pack. So let's head on up through here. Let's see. 75 prestige is definitely a good thing to take here. We need to build as much level of fame as we can, right? So we'll head on up. Excellent. And what do we got here? So let's get on with our task. 14, 25, 28, 22. Sure. So none of these are duplicates. We'll put this guy in here. Okay. 25 or 22. This is a duplicate. So we'll put our mother in here to reduce our phase duration. So we've got 14. That's the best there. And then we've got this guy, and then we've got this guy. Okay. So that brings us up to 85%, and our bailiff immediately died. Okay. Well, we'll put this guy in here. That'll be fine. Cool. So that's okay for the moment. We'll get that work done. We've got quite a ways to go, but we are getting pretty decent growth here. 8.4 per phase. Not bad. I like it. So that seems solid. Do we want to lose some stress here? Such petty malice is beneath me. And unfortunately, Mastana is no longer our head porter. And these are terrible. Well, it's the best we can do. That's the best we can do. It's not great, but it'll do for now. Hey, look, Jerusalem is a thing again. Hang on. These are independent. That's interesting. That's very interesting. We might do something about this. I'm definitely strongly considering doing something about this. I really want to get this done now. What do we got here? A martial lifestyle perk or a learning lifestyle perk? She'll be inconsolable probably, but actually she got a martial lifestyle perk. Neat. Okay, so that seems reasonably fine. I want to do something about this. Really, really badly. Let's give this a moment, and let's wrap this up. This guy will do. Okay, we're at 56. I'm going to take this. I want to look at this in a moment here. I'm going to execute this with just 5 advantages. We succeeded. Okay, we're going to head back home, and I want to see what's going on here. What is this war? Okay, I'm still not entirely certain what this war is. Attacking Amman? Okay, I don't mind that. So we're heading back right now, and I want to do an adventurer invasion, ideally of Jerusalem. So this is kind of ideal timing to do this. Our camp is located within this guy's realm. Wait, he's not independent. Never mind. He just granted all of these titles out. We were looking at the lower realm division. I was under the impression that these were independent. They're not. I didn't look at this guy, I guess. So that is absolutely noted. The question is, if we were to attack this guy, well, our camp is located within his overall realm, right? So I think that we should actually take this contract for right now. We'll join in here, raise all of our armies. We're going to come in and help out over this direction. Hey, we showed up just in time to maybe contribute. We got 15 war contribution. Well, we'll get the siege done anyway, and that seems fine for now. There's also some other combats that we can do out over this direction. That seems absolutely fine. So we do want to get territory over here for sure. I'm wondering about the kingdom title of Jerusalem. Yeah, it's not created at this moment. So that is a bit problematic. That's absolutely noted. So for now, we're going to finish up this siege, and then I want to go fight these. I think we can do it on our own. So that'll be great. About 10 days left on this siege. There we go. We're going to go fight these lads. We should easily win this. Yeah, that's not a problem. Okay, the war is over, and so's this battle. So we excelled at the contract. That is wonderful. We'll disband our army, and what do we need to replenish this? Ooh, we can get an 8th Men-at-Arms regiment. And we can enlarge these. We should do this. So we've got 2 units of armored footmen, we've got 2 units of armored horsemen, we've got 1 unit of pikemen, 1 unit of ballistri, 1 unit of trebuchet. I want to go for... I'm leaning towards, like, archers. Crossbowmen would help us counter heavy infantry, heavy cavalry, and archer cavalry, and I'm kind of leaning towards that. So let's put in a unit of crossbowmen that will help our archer setup here. So that'll be very, very good. And then we're going to need to max all of these out. This is going to be pretty expensive, but that's fine. Particularly the cavalry are very expensive. Okay, so that's fine for now. Let's see about asking for some gold. 7 reasons not to. 17 reasons. 30 reasons. This guy would accept. He'll give us 96 gold. That's something. And this guy would accept. He'll give us 35 gold. So that seems okay. And now we can continue to work up our crossbowmen. I kind of want to bump up these trebuchets for now. And I'd like to get these armored footmen maxed out as well. So we're going to need to eventually refill our men-at-arms, but for now, that's not a high priority. I want to go rescue this fair subject, and this seems absolutely okay for now. So let's head on up over here and get that done. To the rescue. So what do we got here? 18, 29, 37. That's significant. Okay, so 21 here, 17. So these are going to be slow phases. But we have very, very high odds. So that's understood. So in the meantime, how much gold are we going to need to get these all maxed out? Well, it's going to be quite a bit. So we're going to need 7 here. This is going to be, well, missing 32. So that would be 65 to bump that up. Yeah, it's going to be a lot. We're going to need 3 armored footmen. We're going to need 1 more unit of trebuchet and then 7 units of crossbowmen. So that's quite significant, for sure. Well, that's fine for now. These are going to be slow phases, as I said. So we are currently at 8%, and we're going up by 8% per phase. Noted. So yeah, slow phases, but it should be okay. We'll just work on building that up for the next little while. 8% per phase is pretty significant, so we'll be able to run this relatively soon. And the game crashed again. Wow. Okay. So that's exciting. Guess I'll be back in a moment. Okay, it looks like we are a ways back. Understood. I'm going to take this up to speed 5, and we're going to cruise through this scheme. We'll see if the Scan With Us contract down here pops back up again. Yeah, there it is. So now we want to immediately execute this scheme, and we may or may not succeed this. We failed it this time. So that's unfortunate, but we're going to head on back, and then we're going to join this Stand With Us contract, as we did before. And now we're going to raise up our armies here, and we're going to come in and help them out here. Perfect. So we're just going to cruise through this as quickly as we can here. And we know that we can expand all of this, right? So we know that we wanted to put in a unit of crossbowmen was what we decided. And then we want to bump all of those up. Now I'm going to do it maybe slightly differently this time because I kind of don't want to spend all of the money on the cavalry. This time we had a sun. I don't remember that happening last time. So there's that. Let's wrap up this siege. That puts us at 100% war score. And we're going to come down over here. The war is over. So be it. Okay. So we're going to disband all of that. And as before, we're going to go through and make requests here. 7 reasons. That's the same as before. 17. Yes. 30. 3. This guy will give us gold. This guy will not. I feel like there was 2 previously, so this is definitely a bit of a worse run, but that's okay. We'll head up and rescue this fair subject as we were going to before. So that seems fine. We'll head up over there, and in the meantime, I want to bump up all of these non-cavalry units this time. Cavalry is very expensive. It costs like 170 each compared to like 70 each, right? So we can use that money instead to get these crossbows and just do that. So now it's the same amount of money, but we don't have the armored footmen bumped up, right? So that is absolutely fine for right now. Okay. Now, we're going to make haste this time, I feel like. No, I'm going to do a balanced approach. So the reason I'm doing this is because we know this is going to be a long phase duration, so that's fine. 23 and 18. Okay, that's a much better phase duration. So 16, and this one would be 12 versus 15. Okay. Sure. So only 73, but that's fine. There's a much, much faster phase duration. Now, I'm going to make a save here in case it crashes again. Hopefully that doesn't become too much more of a regular occurrence. I'm hoping that as we work our way through this, it gets more stable if the issue is importing the save, because more and more things that were changed should no longer be relevant, right? Like characters and such. They'll die, and it'll eventually, hopefully, stabilize. That's the idea anyway. So we're up to 16% here, but it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're maybe going to run up and take this Stand With Us contract. That would be neat. We need to get some money going here so that we can build up our Armored Horsemen. That's going to be like 600 gold, 500 gold, something like that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes each. It's going to be like 500 gold each. Likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Dark Horse, Ethan Feldman, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.